Since YouTube was founded 15 years ago, yes, we are that old, it has been known as an experimental space. YouTubers are just people that upload their crazy ideas for the world to see. Here are a list of channels where creators defy conformity to continue to push the boundaries of originality.
Hot 1 Spicy Food, 8.16 million subscribers. Let's start our list with a very popular entry. In his channel, First We Feast, host Sean Evans interviews celebrities while they attempt to eat chicken wings covered in spicy sauces. The wings get increasingly hot as the rounds go on. Not every artist enjoys or is able to handle spicy food. Hilarity ensues. This is arguably the most light-hearted and popular channel on this list. Spicy food is appreciated by many people. However, the consequences of consuming some species of chilies can be quite grim. Capsaicin, the main bioactive compound in chili peppers, can cause severe symptoms in the human body. These symptoms include stomach aches, vomiting and diarrhea. These symptoms are often seen on the show, including the diarrhea part. We are looking at you, Bobby Lee. Furthermore, a man has reportedly passed away in 2019 in the UK. He consumed a fish cake that was so hot that burned his throat and caused him to asphyxiate to death. 9. Furious Pete Competitive Eating, 5.15 million subscribers. Competitive eating has been around since long before YouTube was founded. It is not a surprise that this practice was adopted by people seeking likes on the internet. Peter Chervinsky holds several Guinness World Records in competitive eating, an achievement he was able to transform into a successful YouTube career. I myself cannot watch people eating without getting hungry myself. Most notably, he can be seen in his channel eating a pizza of the size of a dinner table and an 11-pounds jar of Nutella in one go. However, eating challenges are not only fun and games. Some contests can be quite nasty even to watch. Check out our 10 unappetizing facts about eating contests list. It goes without saying the risks involved in overeating. To name only a few, it can lead to obesity, diabetes and coronary heart disease. Even more concerning, this year a woman died in Australia while participating in an eating contest, after consuming a large number of lamingtons, a traditional Australian cake that is nearly as delicious as New Zealand's pavlova. 8. Mustang wanted altitude stunts, 295,000 subscribers. As a random subscriber commented on one of his videos, "This guy's has balls made of diamonds." Do you remember those high-altitude videos that were going viral a while back? Those scary videos where Russian kids would hang from tall buildings with no safety gear at all, risking falling to their deaths. Well, Pavlo Gennadyovich Yushevitz made his YouTube channel about ignoring all the instincts that evolution taught us over the past 200,000 years. It's silly to explain how falling from the top of the 1,356 feet tall Princess Tower of Dubai would be detrimental to your health. That does not seem to scare Pavlo, as the Princess Tower is only one of the buildings you can see him dangling from without any equipment. In our society where people die while taking selfies, Pavlo certainly stands out from the rest. 7. Street Beef's Mixed Martial Arts, 1.39 million subscribers. In its early days, YouTube was mostly about cat videos and people fighting. The OGs of the internet may remember Kimbo Slice, the king of backyard brawls, who unfortunately passed away in 2016. In those days, you could barely see any blood due to the low definition of the cameras around. In these days, MMA fighting is still a popular genre on YouTube. No doubt the fighting looks even gorier in high definition. The channel Street Beefs is one of the most successful amateur fighting organizers to grace the platform. The videos do not shy away from showing two young lads slugging it out. Even though deaths are relatively rare in MMA bouts and have never occurred with Street Beefs, in 2019 at least 15 casualties were reported as resulting from competitions like these.
Guys, awesome you made it this far into the video. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. It will help me a great deal. Let me also know in the comments what other top 10 videos you would like to see, and I'll see you in the next one.
6. Skippy62 Able Inhaling Things, 2.52 million subscribers. This one is easily one of the weirdest entries on our list. We are all aware that alcohol must be consumed responsibly. However, when we think, consume, the word, drink, comes to mind, rather than the word, inhale. Kevin Thomas Strahl, also a competitive eater, decided to get a competitive edge, attracting views by inhaling stuff. That includes alcohol, soda and other fizzy drinks. On his latest videos, he has been vocal about YouTube limiting exposure on his videos, labeling them as non-advertiser friendly. This time we must side with YouTube's decision, due to the fact that this is a very unhealthy activity. Additionally to all the usual undesirable side effects of ingesting alcohol by drinking, inhaling has other problems. The practice is known to increase the chance of overdose, damaging the lungs and cause addiction. Furthermore, it seems that he is in severe pain while doing it. Generally, Kevin's channel is basically about ingesting anything weird, including eating a whole cactus and drinking a 20-year-old bottle of Crystal Pepsi, the video of which includes a serious vomiting warning. 5. Paul's Gear Motorcycling, 8.61 thousand subscribers. The adrenaline rush you get by riding a motorcycle is something that is quite unique. Even a religious experience to some. That being said, the top speed that most people will ever experience while riding a bike is not likely to exceed the 80 miles per hour, about 120 kilometers per hour. Maybe slightly more than that if you are a bit of a daredevil. There are reasons for speed limits. No safety precautions can save you from a high-speed crash, especially while on a motorcycle. However, YouTuber Paul's Gear, his name seems to be somewhat of a secret, can be seen on his channel driving at an astounding speed of 186 miles per hour, or about 300 kilometers per hour. Admittedly, that can only be achieved within the confines of the law at an Autobahn, access highways in Germany that have sections with no speed limit. This mysterious character of Paul's Gear often hides his face by wearing a bike helmet. It is unlikely, however, that the helmet would save his life in the event of a crash at his preferred speed. 4. Blue World TV Marine Diving, 632,000 subscribers. Most people believe that space is final frontier. Well, be surprised to know that it's not the only final frontier. About 5% of our oceans have been explored and charted, kind of embarrassing given that our planet is about 70% water. In order to fix that and educate us, marine biologist Jonathan Bird created his channel, focused on sea exploration. In his videos, he can be seen swimming with several species of sharks, sea snakes and octopuses. On top of the marine life, other dangers are associated with scuba diving, such as drowning, obviously, decompression sickness and arterial air embolism. The last one happens to a diver when bubbles form in an artery on ascent and block his blood flow, or basically, your blood boiling in your veins. Jonathan is an experienced diver and is very mindful about safety, but a regular person should avoid facing the ocean like he does. 3. Goran Windblad Ultra Marathon, 3.1 thousand subscribers. Can you run a 5K 3.1 miles? Good for you. How about a 10K 5.2 miles? That's even better, but only about a quarter of the distance of a marathon, which is 42.2 kilometers 26.2 miles. It takes a very physically fit person to run a marathon and still requires months' worth of preparation. Some people take running to a whole other level, by becoming ultramarathon runners. For a ultramarathon runner, 50K 31 miles are commonplace, and some races can stretch up to 100 miles. Regardless of the benefits of running, the human body is not designed to go that far. The health impacts of running that much, with no breaks, include nausea and/or vomiting, damaging your organs and immune system. Scientists have actually determined running a ultramarathon to be in health damaging, rather than beneficial. 2. Drugslab Taking Drugs, 1.03 million subscribers. The Netherlands. As you may know, the drug policy is a bit looser there than in most countries. We are getting increasingly into controversial territory. In their channel, Nelly Benner, Rens Pullman and Bastiaan Rossmann try a lot of different kinds of drugs. The substances include, but are not limited to, marijuana, cocaine, ecstasy, speed and LSD. All three are fairly young and attractive. While intoxicated, they do all sorts of activities that range from entertaining to insane. One would think that censorship would be all over this channel, right? Not in Holland. The whole thing is sponsored by BNNVARA, a Dutch public broadcaster, in an effort to draw attention to drug abuse and responsible consumption. Their heart rates and body temperatures are monitored for safety purposes. Regardless of any precautions taken, drug consumption can always lead to overdosing. 1. Brave Wilderness Stings and Bites, 15.6 million subscribers. Finally, our number 1. Getting people interested in science and nature is no easy task. A field trip goes a long way, but few people, if anybody, are willing to go to the extremes that Nathaniel "Coyote" Peterson, a wildlife educator, went to draw attention his cause. You see, getting bitten or stung by a bug can be such a harrowing experience that the Schmidt Sting Pain Index was developed to put a number to a feeling that words don't do quite justice. Only a madman would subject himself to that voluntarily, right? Well, on his channel, Coyote was stung by pretty much every animal that he could get his hands on. In fact, he was already stung by 4 animals that made our own list of the top 10 most horrifyingly painful venoms.